Hi, my name is Chandra.
And my name is Michael.
And today we're going to talk about work. There are many reasons to get a job. You can make money, you can make friends, and you can learn valuable life experience. Work can help you feel useful and feel good about yourself. Everyone has strengths and something that they can do.
No matter what you are interested in doing for work, there are some things that everyone has to do in order to get and keep a job. They are managing your time, completing tasks, and communication.
When we discuss tools and devices, remember that there are a lot of products out there, and it might take some trial and error to find the right thing that works for you. Use caution. Decisions about technology are best made by an entire team, including parents and caregivers, teachers, and job coaches. Although you may not get to decide what to do at work, you can make choices about managing your time at home. It's important to have a good morning and afternoon routine. That way you can get up and be prepared every day to go to work. There are a lot of ways to keep track of what you need to do to be prepared for work. There are apps such as ChoiceWorks that can help you manage your routine. You may need help setting up apps. Another easy thing to do is have a checklist that you can follow. There are many ways to make checklists, such as written lists that you check off or note cards with pictures on them that you follow in order. I Can Do It, my daily checklist, is a one-page reusable checklist that lets you keep track of up to 3 routines a day with 5 tasks each. It has stars, and every time you complete a task, you can stick a star onto the paper so you'll know that you completed the list and when you're finished with everything you need to get done. An important part of managing your time and following a routine is taking your medication at the same time every day. If you have trouble remembering when to take your medication, there are several ways that you can remember. You could use a task app or a checklist. There are reminder apps for your phone, but you might need help setting them up. You could set an alarm on your phone or on your clock. You can turn your bottle upside down in the morning and then right side up again at night. They have timer caps that will tell you when's the last time you took your medication. And you can leave yourself Post-it notes around the house. One thing you can do to help take your medication every day is use a pill box. Pill boxes come in lots of different sizes and they have the days of the week printed on them. So you'll fill it for the whole week, and then each day you'll open one container and take your medicine out of there. And once that one's empty, you'll know that it's time to move on to the next one. Another strategy is to always put your medicine in the same place every day. If you have to take a pill at morning and at night, you might leave it right here by your bed. That way you can take it in the morning and you can take it before you go to bed at night. What would be a mistake? Don't move this bottle around. Don't take it and then come over and get your clothes and then leave it there. Or you walk over here to put your clothes in the hamper and you leave it sitting there. The best thing to do is to always put it in the same place every day. One strategy is you can leave the bottle upright. And in the morning, you'll take your pill, and then you'll turn the bottle upside down. And then, if you come home after school, and you say, oh, did I remember to take my medicine? I did, because the bottle is upside down. Then at night, when you take your medicine again, this time, you'll turn it upright so it's ready to begin fresh the next day.
So one other method to remember things is to put notes for yourself in the bathroom so you'll see it while you're brushing your teeth. So I have notes here on the mirror. Did you take your meds? And I have my pill bottle here in the bathroom by the sink, so I'll remember to take it. And oh look, I also have get your bag, which is in the bedroom, so I will go get that for school or work. So now I'm grabbing my bag because I'm ready to leave. And oh look, I need to go get my lunch. So we'll grab that on the way out. And then I have one final reminder to take my medicine before I leave the house.
There are also hardware devices to help you remember to take medication on time. There's a lockable pill box where you can put up to 2 weeks of medicine in it, and it has both a visual alarm and an audible alarm, and it will only open the medication bin when it's time for you to take your medicine. Aside from setting an alarm clock on your watch or your phone, there's also a vibrating watch that hangs on a lanyard around your neck. That way, if you're at work, it will vibrate when it's time to take your pills. There's a variety of devices that run from low-tech to high-tech, from inexpensive to very expensive, to make sure that you take your medicine on time. Whether it's for home, school, or work, one of the things we all need to do is be able to complete tasks. Some tasks are easy and you can do them by yourself. Other tasks are harder and you might need help. It makes it easier to complete tasks on your own if you can follow a list. There are a lot of tools to help you follow tasks in order and mark them off complete when done. You could have posters on the wall at work that show you what to do. You could have laminated cards on a ring so you can do your tasks in order. You might use an app on your phone where you can check them off each time you finish something. There's a variety of ways that you can get things done. Because every job is different, sometimes we have to get creative. There might be a tool that was intended for one purpose that we can use for a different purpose to help you be successful at work. I'm going to show you a talking photo album. The photo album was intended so that you could look through pictures of your family and hear an audio description of who's in the picture or what it's about. But we can also use that talking photo album to help you complete tasks at work in order. Here I've got this task.
Brush your teeth. Make sure that you use the timer on the counter and brush for the full time until the sand runs out.
Get your lunch, and now I'm going to demonstrate recording it. So what you do is you're going to hold this record button and you're going to hold the play button at the same time and record your message. Get your lunch. Your lunch is located on the bottom shelf in the fridge. Don't forget to get it and put it in your backpack and take it to school. Okay, now let's see how that turned out.
Get your lunch. Your lunch is located on the bottom shelf in the fridge. Don't forget to get it and put it in your backpack and take it to school.
One way to know when it's time to go from one task to another is to manage your time. You can use devices like this. This is an hourglass, and it takes 1 hour for the sand to go from the top to the bottom. So you might use something like this to say, okay, I'm going to clean my room for 1 hour. And when all the sand gets to the bottom, then I'm going to stop cleaning my room and I'm going to go play video games. And that lets you know 1 hour has elapsed without having to check your watch. There are also apps that have visual timers like this. Time Timer is one of them, Viz Timer, or 360-degree thinking. Visual timers let you know at a glance how much time you have left to work on that task. If at work you have to complete tasks in a certain order, that's when it's best to use a checklist or a task app, something that shows you the steps in order. But if you have a job where you just have a lot of things to do and you can do them in any order, then there are list apps, which are a little easier to manage and set up. One of my favorite list apps is the My Groceries app. And I know it says groceries in it. It's because it was originally an app to create stores and write down the things that you needed to buy at each store. And you can share the app with your family members. That way they all can see what's on the list in case they go to that store. What's cool about the My Groceries app is that if you have a list, if somebody in your family marks something off, you can see it crossed out almost immediately. So one of the things that you can use it for is creating a list of the tasks that you need to get done at work. Then the employee can mark them off as they're completed, and the supervisor or boss can see instantly what's been completed and what still needs to be done. This app is free for iOS and Android, but it does have ads on the top. They're not very distracting at all, or you could pay for the premium version to get rid of the advertisements. You can see here that I have the Our Groceries app pulled up, and you can see that I have a list of all the stores. The green number indicates how many items are in that list. So to show you how to use this app for work tasks, you can see I made a store list called Work Tasks. So I'm going to click on it, and you can see that I have 5 items in this list. These are tasks that can be done at work that don't need to be done in any particular order. Check the mailbox and bring the mail to the front desk. Empty the trash cans from the front lobby. Gather loose boxes in the storeroom and fold them up. Sweep the front entrance. Wash the front lobby windows inside and outside. So if the first thing I want to do is go check the mailbox, I can click that and you will see that it shows that it's crossed off on the bottom. Only the primary person on the app who created the list can delete the crossed off items. That way they'll know what task they assigned. But if I forget and I don't actually go out and check the mailbox, I can put it back on the list by clicking it again. I just can't permanently delete them until they vanish. So if it's raining and I can't sweep the front entrance, but I can gather the loose boxes in the storeroom, I can click that and mark it done. Then later when the rain stops, I might sweep the front entrance and I might wash the lobby windows outside. And because it's such a beautiful day, I'll go check the mailbox. And now I can see that I have one task left to complete. As part of your routine, you might need to heat up food in the microwave, maybe in the morning, your breakfast, or after school or after work when you get home. Some microwaves can be very confusing and have a lot of buttons. You might need to get somebody to help you with this, but through trial and error, I have learned that I can heat up food in my microwave by pressing 2 buttons. So one thing you can do to make this easier is you can use bump dots or locator dots to put on the time cook or the 1-minute button, however your microwave works. I'm going to go ahead and put labels on mine. So that is the 30-second cook. That way it will heat up food only for 30 seconds. So I might need to do this a couple of times to get the food hot. And then I'm going to put the number 2 on the start button. So as you can see, I have a 2-step process, 1 and 2, to heat up my lunch. So I'm going to put my lunch in the microwave. And now I'm going to follow the prompts. Number 1 and number 2. And there you go. I'm heating up my lunch. Sometimes people wear headphones at work so they're not distracted. You should always check with your employer to make sure it's going to be okay to wear headphones. There's regular headphones and there's noise canceling headphones. And sometimes you can't wear noise canceling headphones because someone might need to get your attention. Michael. Michael. Hey, Michael. Do you need a break?
No.
Well, you got a whole pile there done. You're almost out of paper. Do you want me to bring you some more paper?
Yes.
All right. You're doing a good job. Whether you're at home, school, or work, communication is important. As you saw earlier, some people might use tools or devices to help them communicate with others. Some communication tools might have pictures where someone can tell you how they're feeling. Other communication devices use phrases or sentences. There are too many communication apps to name, but what you should know is that they vary greatly and they range from free to several hundreds of dollars. There are simple ones like you saw demonstrated with the simple yes/no response, and there are complicated ones that can speak whole sentences. Always consult with a speech specialist for recommendations for communication tools and devices. One example of a device is the GoTalks line, and there's a whole line of devices and wearables that can help somebody communicate. One app I'm going to show you is called Clarocom. This is a free app for Android and iOS. Clarocom is a free app and it comes built in with a variety of topics with built-in phrases that you might say in each topic. For example, in the section on entertainment, it says already, "How did you like that movie?" And it has some pre-programmed phrases so you don't have to spend a lot of time setting up the app. It has a section called Favorites. Favorites is where you can mark your favorite phrases and sayings, or you can create fresh ones for yourself. If you're using a device or an app on your phone, you should never hand your phone over to a stranger. And that's why it's good to have a device that can speak out loud for you. That way you can hold it in your hand and still communicate what you'd like to say. Next, I'm going to show you Clarocom. Clarocom is a free app for Apple or iOS that helps you communicate. What I like about Clarocom is it already comes pre-built with a bunch of categories and common phrases. You can remove the categories you don't need. So you can see here I have a category called entertainment. So when I click entertainment, it has a whole bunch of sentences about entertainment. I'm going to click the first one.
That movie was great.
When you're ready to clear what you've said, there's an X in the upper left corner. There's also a speak button to force it to speak if it didn't automatically. Down in the bottom is a simple yes, no, and an alert to get somebody's attention. So I'm going to click yes,
Yes.
no,
No.
and the alert if you need to get somebody's attention. It has a favorites section where you can save phrases. So I've saved some phrases to communicate at work to get to know my colleagues.
Hello, my name is Chandra. How are you today? Would you like to come over?
I've also saved some things that are common phrases you might say at work.
What time is my break today? What is my schedule for next week?
And then finally, even if you can communicate, sometimes when you're stressed or overwhelmed, it's more difficult to understand you. So you might save a safety phrase to help people know who to call in case of an emergency.
Please call my mom at 123-456-7890.
And that's the Clarocom app. So far, we've covered a lot of skills to help you be successful at work. As a bonus, we're going to cover one more skill. Not every job requires you to count money, but a lot of them do. The coinulator is a handheld game that teaches you how to count change. This device makes counting money fun and easy.
This is the Coinulator. It's a fun and interactive coin counting calculator that allows you to learn about money and the values of different coins. Here's how it works. Turn on the Coinulator by pressing the On Reset button. From here, you can press any of the money buttons and see their values added on the screen. You can either add or subtract with the switch. The Oops button allows you to undo one mistake. You can also put the amount in dollar format by pushing the $sign button. And you can clear the screen by pressing the On Reset button. There are also 2 games included. The matching game gives you a random amount of money. You then have to add up to that amount by using the money buttons.
Way to go!
The second game, Coin Count, also gives you a random amount of money, but you must add up to it using only the coins and not the dollar bill.
Way to go!
You can mute the Coinulator by pressing the speaker button. Once you're done, just hit the off button.
There's a free online game called Cash Out. Cash Out lets you count back change in a real-world setting online. The website has free worksheets that you can print, including a money search activity.
So it says, I would like to buy this lettuce. It costs 53 cents. I'll give you $1. So if you put that the game should not show change, students would have to figure out that they had to give 47 cents change. But since the program shows 47 cents, what we have to do is click 47 cents. So there's 1 quarter, 2 dimes, and 2 pennies. That's 47 cents. I clicked Give Change. The object is to make as many sales as possible in the 3 minutes. So I've made 1. I'm going to click on Next Customer. It's a dog. I would also like to buy this lettuce. It costs 72 cents. I'll give you $1. You owe me 28 cents. So it's my job to make sure I give 28 cents back. 25, 6, 7, 8. Give change. So I've made my second sale. Let's see the next customer. It's an alligator. I would like to buy this avocado. It costs 90 cents. I'll give you $1. You owe me 10 cents. Well, that's easy. I can do a dime. I can do 2 nickels. Any combination of 10 cents will win me a sale. Let's see what happens if I get one wrong. Go to the next customer. It's a snake. I would like to buy this banana. It costs 68 cents. I'll give you $1. You owe me 32 cents. So let's put 25. That's 35 cents and see what happens. Let's give change. It gave me 3 cents too much. So I need to fix this now. So I need to click on the dime to remove it. 25, 30, if I put a nickel, and then 2 pennies. That's 32 cents. Change. And so play until the whole 3 minutes is over and we try to make as many sales as possible. And that's how you play Cash Out.
This concludes our presentation about job readiness. I hope that you learned a lot about hardware devices and apps and other tools that can help you be successful at work. One important thing is no matter what the job is, if you need help, make sure that you ask for it. We all want you to be successful. Does anyone have any questions?